speak to Bob. I recruited Bob and Lee at Faversham after interviewing a few guys. The one thing these two bring is success. They're pretty much everywhere they've been a success story, which is a testament to them. But the wider thing for me is that it's all very well being successful, but the youth teams and reserve teams are developments to get people progressing to the first team. And Dave has been very good at that here. And Bob was very good at that at Faversham. And notably, I think everyone's aware that it was Bob that drew my attention to Jack Baldwin last year, who's now ended up re-signing again another 3-year deal, I think it is, at Hartlepool. And people forget that Jack lived in Barking, and Bob got him to go to Chatham, and then when Bob came to Faversham, he got him to travel from Barking to Faversham 3 times a week, mum and dad in the car park, etc. And Jack was the model pro, and Bob deserves a lot of credit for that, and people forgot that when Jack got touted for up there. But no, these two will come on board. They'll bring some players with them. Without a doubt, there's some players in there that I know well, that will enhance the reserve team, that are young lads that want to progress. They'll also integrate the Whitstable lads that have already been here already. We had a meeting with a few of them tonight, so they put their mind at ease a little bit. It was important for everyone to know that it wasn't a case of I wanted Bob in here and that was the way it was going to be. That wasn't how it was going to be. Dave was going to be the manager next season. Dave fancied a new challenge, and after speaking about it, there was no other person I was going to turn to. Bob has his own way of doing things, so has Lee. But the one thing that Bob's always done under me at Faversham was that he listened to what I wanted him to do, and he produced. He doesn't always agree, but I wouldn't want him to agree all the time, because if he does that, then you just have a yes man and you don't get anything out of it. But he won't always agree, but he will do what's instructed, but he'll do what's right for the football club as well. And these two, they're a big part of any club they come to, and they'll be a big part of this club as well. They'll work closely with Dave, and Dave will be the link between them and me a little bit. Bob and I used to speak a couple of times a week anyway. We'll see each other on the training ground. Bob's not frightened coming forward. He's got a problem, nor is Lee. I prefer fighting with Bob than fighting with Lee, I'll be honest. So if Bob's not getting what he wants, Lee does seem to get involved. but no, it's we worked well together last time. I'm looking forward to having them at the club, and it's important that the club embrace them as well. Absolutely. And realise that this is not an appointment that was me just trying to stamp my authority. It wasn't. It was yes, of course I would have liked these two here from the beginning, because I've worked with them before. But after working with Dave, I was more than happy with Dave. Dave's openness with, he's just, you can see him chatting away over there together. Dave embraces him, and the club needs to now as well as the players.
Well, that's a glowing testament indeed, if ever I've heard one. So, Bob, reserve team manager's always a bit of a poison chalice, really, because alright, I know you can win some silverware, but you can never get promoted. You're always losing your players. If you get a good player, Justin wants him straight away, and you then got to find another one. So it's just like a never-ending circle, isn't it?
It is. Fortunately, me and Lee know quite a lot of the local lads, and they seem to want to come to play football for us. It is Justin. Yeah, he does pinch all the best talent and doesn't give me anyone back normally. So yeah, we're fortunate that we've got we know an awful lot of guys that we could bring to the club, and who more or less do want to come here. That's the most important thing.
That's encouraging.
They're very talented young footballers, which is an ideal thing for the club as well.
Of course it is.
And we want to mix them with the guys that are already here.
Yeah, I think
the most important thing.
Yeah, I think it's important that we've still got this mix of the local lads as well, because there was a time historically a few years ago when the reserves was placed by, if you like, Ashford reserves, and it did not go down very well with the local lads and the supporters either. But obviously, at the end of the day, ultimately, the club's success is around the first team. So, if the players are good enough, irrespective of where they come from, it's all down to the first team. You know, obviously we want the local connection, which is wonderful, and we've got, you know, a fair bit of that anyway, but we want to breed like a pussy, really, aren't you?
Yeah. Wait, no, just in case.
No, it's all right. I can
Standing behind that camera.
Yeah, I'm standing behind the camera, don't worry. I'll tell you now that Justin said to me, out of the two of them, the big guy doesn't worry me at all. He said I could take him with one hand. No, it's nice to have you both on board, and you will find that the supporters will embrace you. We get a pretty decent following at reserve games. The way our structure works is that if people buy a season ticket for the first team, that automatically gets them into the reserve games, and you'll find a lot of the boys don't necessarily want to travel to the away games, and you will get a pretty good following with the reserves. And quite often when I've been, if you like, we all take turns as committee, we stay with the reserves, and quality of football is really, really good. So welcome to the football club, the pair of you. I wish you every success. The more success that you have, the better that the first team are going to do. So on behalf of everyone, have a great season.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Well done. Thank you, lads.
We don't outshine them too much.
Thank you very much. Well done.